We're taking off where we left off. This is what we completed yesterday. We worked till 6:30, something like that. We got it back together, so, you know, half. It's all tacked in place. I think we've got it, you know, sort of in place. There's a few little things I see, but the roof come back together nice. And I say that because we've got structure back in the roof again. Just took a little bit to get each piece lined up before we bring it up in the center, but I'm very happy with it. Yeah, very happy with that. Anytime you're doing a roof like this, just try to keep in mind that if you've got a little raise to it or a little bit of height to it, that you will not see anything in it. If it's down, that's when you see something. When it's low, if it's high, it's generally pretty good. We haven't got anything buffed off yet. We just kind of got it back together. And what we have right now, though, around the back window, it's cut here. It's not finished here and along the back. We've got pieces missing in here. We got pieces missing in there. If you want to come around this side, baby. We put a drip rail on it last night. Quickly, we might open the door up and get a little tap up, get the right space, but we got some gap underneath that drip rail molding. We have pieces that are missing in the front that need to be bent up and put in, and we'd like to get them butt welded in, and the reason because we don't want to build them out too far and cause an issue just for that little tiny piece. So I think we should try to make them fit in there the best we can and butt weld them in. It's not finished welded, we got it welded in there. This truck, as I look at it, I got some gap over on the door there, on the door post, got some gap going on, see that? Now this is where, for me, this is where the coat hanger came in and became my go-to. When I hacked the roof off, and I made, you know, made a bad cut, obviously, made a bad cut, wasn't taking my time. I would fill that in with coat hanger very easily, I find it very easy, like on the seams here, we've done a little coat hanger work here. And the reason I like throwing a lot of coat hanger in it, because you know that you have penetration and you have metal in there. It's like this little gap there, I mean, as long as there's lots of metal there, you can see there's this piece right here where I put a lot of metal or weld. You know, as long as it's welded and I can grind off flat like that, doesn't matter what it looks like, you know? As long as the penetration's there, and I know the penetration's there because it's got a gap I'm filling. But the truck is sort of put back together. Now what we're doing is we're all gonna make some little tiny pieces. I want to take a wheel and knock off the heads of the welds on top, and what I want to do is I just want to space them a little better so it looks neater when it goes home, because we're not going to finish welding it before it goes home. So I just want to space all the welds nice and get them all flapped off. The three gentlemen that come here today are going to make all the pieces that fit, and then we'll get them tacked in and try to get every little piece that we need. That's what's going on. So right now, Dickie's over there for the very first time bending up some sheet metal for his truck, you know what I mean? So that's what he's doing, and everybody's going to help him pitch in. So he's making this back piece coming in here with this lip on it. So what he's doing is he's over at the brake, and he's going to take a strip of metal that he's cut on the Beverly shear. And how he did that, he came over and took the metal and laid it on there and seen how wide it was, marked it with a marker so he knows how wide it was. He guessed the length of it, just like I would do, and then he's going to bend this lip. And I said, well, do you know? He said, well, it's just going to bend it down here because that's there and you can snip it off. He guessed again, just like I do. So now he's over there learning for the first time, doing this process, trying to make this piece. So Jolene's going to probably be following a few people around and showing the process. We've got there's a fountain in the way.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Just imagine these 3 large men and 2 single beds. Dickie said, come on, you can stay overnight. You sleep on the couch. We got there, had no couch. Had 2 single beds.
I wish now that I never told this story.
Anyways,
I got her.
You got her?
She's straight.
You got this figured out and all that stuff?
Yeah, that's
cool.
Down, so you just
Cool.
pick this up.
Yeah, you want a 9, you don't want to go all the way, right? You're
Okay.
thinking of this piece right here, so you're just going up straight, obviously.
So,
Yeah, and that's going to
That
give you.
go there?
Yeah, try it. Check it out. You'll like that. Yep, exactly. That thing will let you know. So you'll take that over there.
Yep.
Generally, what am I going to say? try not to bend a 90 further than a 90, which you're pretty well right on 90. You bend it too far, then you gotta bend it back, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't bend it far enough, then you can come back and still tweak it a little bit if you know what I'm trying to.
Yeah.
But that's pretty well perfect.
That's pretty good.
So you're gonna take that over there,
Alrighty.
and he's gonna make that piece. So if you've got a car that you've chopped, and you're wondering about all the pieces that you've gotta, you know, what's gotta be done, well, this is what's gotta be done. This is exactly what's gotta be done. This little piece here that he's making, he's gotta try to line that, you gotta try to keep that in line
Yeah.
with them two pieces.
Okay.
And you're gonna bend that yourself and try to roll that down around there.
Sweet.
And the way I would try to bend it is just pick it up and try to bend it around like you
Could
got.
you put it on there and just kind of bend
Well,
it
you
there?
can, so you could,
Okay.
you can do it any way you want to, just make it fit as tight as possible.
Okay.
And if it doesn't fit tight,
Yeah.
bend it again.
Alright, sounds good.
And what I'm gonna do is, Chuck can do one, yeah. And Lloyd can do one. You can, Chuck or Lloyd do that one. Whatever you wanna do. Do. There's another one that has to be done in the back of the roof. How about you do the back roof and let Lloyd do this one?
Yep.
And all you have to do is go over there with the Beverly Shield shear, cut yourself a little piece of. See how, just a minute, second now?
Yeah,
When you put that on there,
Yeah.
you're not getting your true read because it's not fitting right inside. You got right inside there now?
Yep.
So if you, what has to happen is this metal has to be a little bit, you want to
Thinner.
butt weld it in it, it has to be a little bit thinner.
Okay.
And the way I would trim that down is I would put a pair of vice grips on that
Yeah.
and a flapper wheel.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just take it down a little bit and then come back over and try it, see if you can get it in there. You don't want to take too much off, right? We just want to get it in there so we got the right bend. And the reason we want to stick it in and put it in there because we lay it on top.
Okay.
This is what happens when we lay it on top. Then we have to fill all this out
Yeah, I gotcha.
to acquire that little piece, if you know what I'm saying. So
I gotcha.
we'll try to butt weld it in, I guess.
Sweet. I suppose you're gonna make me weld it in, aren't you?
I wonder if we should even bother. You're not filling this truck out, are you?
No, I like this. I wasn't even gonna do any more of that. But
All right then.
It's
I like what you got there. Let's do that then. Make
All
it
right.
easier welding.
Sounds
Let's
good.
take and cut it. Let's shear it off. Where you want to shear it off?
I like right there, right along that line, be
Right along with that line.
nice and pretty. Or a little bit lower, it'd be kind of cool.
You got a marker?
Yes, I do.
Mark it, Jeffrey.
Perfect. Right along here.
A lot of discussion going on there,
Yeah.
wasn't there? So you want? Let's mark it where you're gonna cut it off.
Okay.
Where you gonna cut it off at?
Well, I thought it'd be cool with a tab, but probably most people like it right on that line.
You do.
All right.
Look. I want you to come down a little bit and
Okay.
take a look and just see. Are you good? So you know where to. So when you take it over the shear, what side of the line you cutting on?
Be that side, right? Wasn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
And once you get that to fit, then you can jump. You can jump to the inside and make another one. If you know what I mean. So Chuck's making the one on the back roof. I'm just gonna buzz the top of this off.
You
go
got that
for it.
marker? Or did he take it?
I'll get a marker. Marker thief, you all can have your marker.
Okay.
We've got good people on the YouTube page that help us with markers, and I want to share. I want to share. And you can cut that on that Beverly shear over there, right? No, you want to use that big bad boy?
Is that?
You no, right over there. That one over there. Come on over here. Just take it, shove it right in there.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah.
Slick as anything. You might have to stand on the bottom there a little bit, so don't rock on you, but
Yeah.
you'll get her. Everybody got a marker? Everybody's got a marker. Yes, sir, he says. What did you say?
That.
Are you happy with yourself?
I'm pretty happy right now.
Whoop whoop. Good boy. Pretty happy right now? This is a big difference from selling parts to making parts, eh?
That's pretty. Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
I did this
That's
one.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I want you to do is cut another piece and see if you can make this inside one. That's what we'll do. Coat hanger I do not need. I do not need. Why am I running around with it? I'm gonna flap the real roof off. I just want to flapper it off and make it look just a little bit better and space all the welds. You know, and try to get them all the same sort of on the roof. And then whoever welds it up can do the same, I guess. But we'll try to get all the pieces made and get it all welded back together. We got a little drip rail we put on last night. We'll show you how we did that. Remind me, sweetheart, put his piece there.
Okay, so.
What do you think of that little tool?
Pretty fucking handy, I'll tell you right now. Or
Yes.
Pretty handy, that's.
I just bought one picking for $40 on
I saw that.
$40, but
I saw that.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Keep your eyes open, eh?
Oh, yeah.
When everybody gets one on, we'll turn the welder on. Everybody can pass the welder around and weld their own piece on.
I thought my truck was gonna be straight, now it's gonna be all set. So for this guy here.
Don't worry.
Be careful with thinking about it. Don't put that pair of bike kit and hold on to it.
I don't want them to figure it out. If you need it, right there, look. There's no forgiving on them sandpaper. There's no forgiving. So we got it back together last night. We packed the top of this door on. I can see right now we're tight in the center here. This door is sucked in like that. So we're gonna have to snip that back off and make this piece smaller and then get the door in the right position before we let it go. That's one thing we have to do for sure. The main thing is just to get the structure back out of it. But I like how the roof is. Very happy with that, you know. When you cut something in fours, you generally do not, it's hard to get that back, and we did it quite easily. And the reason we did it easily, because we had lots of hands to hold everything. If I was here by myself, I'd be fighting it. You know what I'm saying? And you can look inside, you know, the lines don't line up in the back, and you can see that everything's in the same distance and width. That center line looks a bit whatever, but everything's good. It's the same distance. What I mean by the same distance is that far apart all the way inside. Also, they said one person cut this side, another person cut that side, and it didn't meet up. So, it's exactly the way it was. Also, Ryan is going to leave this truck like it is. He wants to leave it. He likes the patina and the color. Do you not, Ryan? You like all the patina on this, so you're going to leave it the way it is?
Yeah. I did that myself.
Okay. So, what are you doing with the frame and stuff?
I'm powder coating in copper, and then doing engine lime green and valve covers purple, the diff purple, and
Okay.
that kind of stuff. Feel a lot different.
You like bright colors.
I do. You're taking the hammer? Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
There's another one right over there.
Okay.
You look up top of there, grab a body hammer.
Alright.
if you can. Tack that make look better. Look better. Also, we'll just take a hammer and dollar. So hammer, we'll round it down just a little bit, do back a little bit. You want to hold it with dollar on the backside, hold it on the backside for a little time. You can take a hammer, and then you roll that edge down so it fits your back better. I'm going to zap along the top here. I do not want to hurt anybody's eyes. You know, I just want to. That's why I did that. We can lay them in. He's not, we're not mudding this thing out, so we're gonna lay most of them in. If they're butt welded in, that's fine too, because we know how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Like last night, just like last night.
Probably blinding everybody, am I?
Nope.
Where's the black helmet? Must be on the other welder over there, probably.
Up the other way.
Cool. Hey.
I don't want no more, please.
Good. This way, the roof will become really fast. All the little pieces being made by all the little workers. Right?
We ain't so little.
I gotta let my dog in. Sorry, Fina. Come on, Fina. Hey, hold it there. I'm just going over some little more welds on it so things finished. And all the little pieces are getting made right now.
Just on one end.
Rolling on.
Nope, it is hot.
Hot?
Hot. Not bad for a carpenter.
Not bad for a carpenter?
Not bad for a carpenter.
I'm
What?
expecting a lot since you threw that out. I'm expecting a lot since you threw that out.
I better make another 15 of them so I get one right then.
Okay, let's put it in there and see what. God loves you. God loves you. Let's try to get in there the best we can on this bottom. You hold it. I want to weld it. I want to tack this
I
right
want you to
in.
burn me. You know that yesterday.
Watch your eyes, you get it. Now, here, I'll give you the welder.
Oh, jeez.
That's what you call a booby trap? That's called a booby trap. Alrighty. I want to pull this down a little bit. See how we got there a little bit? Anyways.
Might not be totally straight either.
No, that can be done with a hammer, no problem. This is what alright. Helmet. We got another helmet here somewhere, I know we do.
My house over here on your drill press.
You got a brand new one?
I got one there.
Oh, awesome.
It's mine. Boys can use it.
You better look out when they come here. I use anything. Put that bad boy on. What I want is, this is what I want you to do. See that spot right there? I wonder if we should pull that down. Anyway, well, that's fine. We don't lay on that. I'm just saying we got a little tiny, 16th up there high.
Yeah.
But anyways, well, we see right there where the metal shine on this part, the metal shine on that part.
Yeah.
I want you to be this far away. I want you to hold this far away. I want you to put it right there like that. Hold your finger just as still as possible. Pull the trigger till you see a little puddle going, and then pull off.
Okay.
And it'll be like count it and go. When you pull the trigger, go 1, 2, shut off. Just put it right in one spot. All I want you to do is make a dot. That's all I want you to do. Use your other hand to get comfortable on the truck. Yeah, exactly. Put the wire right on there before you hit it.
Right there.
Yep. Pull your trigger. Hold it there. 2 seconds. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now watch this. Yep. That's warm there right now, right? Tap that metal. So it ain't cooking anymore. You know what I mean? I want to get. Can you hit down that corner right there? Put your wire where you want it, where you're gonna weld. Right there, get there together. In the same amount of time for pulling the trigger. Good job. So we're just little tacks, right? We start tacking things too hard, then we're gonna have an issue because it's gonna burn through. And I don't think you're ready for that. Would you be upset? All right, now. Let's weld on the other corner. Right on this corner. See this corner right here? Where it's tight? Yeah. Put your wire right where it's supposed to be, man. Yeah, nope, too much. What you can do there is just bend it over if you haven't got nothing to cut it. And then it burn off. Yeah. And the point of your wire is where you're welding. So you still want your wire right on that corner. Just a second, I want to hold it. You got the wire on the corner where you're going to weld it? You got it right on the corner where you're supposed to weld it? Can you see? Okay, take it off and take a look first. Get your wire right where you want it. There you go. Hold yourself. Go for it. Good. That's beautiful. Now just turn it off, right? We are going to, now that it's held there, you can hit it with a metal hammer. I think what we'll do, we'll pound that in and then we'll lay that down on the top. That's what I got bag. I gotta put my glasses on. Yeah, I can do that. Yes, I can. Trying to put it in there. There we go. So I'd like this. Now, can you plunk a weld on the corner of that? Right on the very corner? Can you do that, right? Right in the very corner of that metal, put your wire there, and then hold your hand. Put your wire just a little further, just give her a tap, just a tap on the trigger. Nope, not while you're on the metal, just a tap. Yeah, good, perfect. Yeah, exactly. Give her a spot of wire. Did you put your helmet down?
No, I closed my eyes.
Okay.
I seen Pop Puddle.
All right, taking that trick that you're doing right there, right now, continue on, like, do that right there, do that right there,
Yeah.
and just, you know,
Not do too much.
just try to, well, you're not gonna overheat nothing tapping it like that. You're not hurting anything at all. But I think you could put a spot weld there,
Yeah.
a spot of weld there. You could even do that little thing across there. See,
Okay.
if you were like welding it up, you could weld all the way across there,
Mm-hmm.
and then you grind it off and make it look nice.
Yeah.
But where we're spotting it, I guess, just put another spot there, and see if you can get one down there and down there without burning the edge off. See what happens.
We got faith in that, I don't know why.
Right, that far away.
Yep.
Start off right here.
You mark it with the backside. It'd be easier for you to line up. And you get the smallest piece.
Okay, you got a small piece. The little trick too you can take if you get your hand in place. If you get your hand in place, right? The little trick you do, you get your hand in place, get everything going. Take your helmet and go, flop it down. Your helmet will come down.
Okay.
You know, you can try that.
You like the real welders.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Just you want to get in place before you do it, right? So you know, go for it. A little longer than that. That's pretty good. We tried that, but you know what I mean. You want to hold it a little bit longer, right? Why don't we leave it like that for a minute? Leave it like that for a minute, and grab enough, make another piece. Has to be one made for the inside, all the way from up there, all the way down. And we'll go for that. Not way there. Okay. I just don't want to weld that all up because the rest of it's not welded up, you know what I mean? That spot it and that spot it. We'll just keep continuing with that. We're back. If you want to make another piece, we'll put it on. Squeeze my liquor, I just got to put a little more curve into it.
Only the smallest piece.
Anytime you want to throw a piece on there, Dickie, we'll weld a piece on, or Chuck, whoever's ready first. Anybody see my hat? Right here. You like my hair, baby? Turn off! You're making fun of me this morning? Come on, man. Come on. It don't matter, does it? Where's my coffee? Where's my coffee at? Is that it or that it?
I don't know.
Me neither. This is how we made the drip rail molding last night. He's bending this over right now. He's got a little piece of round bar there and just tapping it over to fit the place he wants to make it fit. Pretty slick. Yeah, pretty slick, eh? All unwanted after today, won't I? Oh, yes, he said. You got one piece?
That's perfect.
We can make another guy after. Okay, cool. Just like that. Decorate dot. Let's throw that piece in there. Grab a helmet.
All right. Awesome.
Down well.
That's what you don't do.
Grab Chuck's helmet. I think this is newer than ours.
Yeah, I remember
Probably you can see it better.
Oh, where'd you go? Hey, Mike, you got to that trigger cell for me?
Shut that off for a second. Just to gather ourselves. Chuck, you're gonna have to grab your weld in there, Mike. that's another thing too, that people don't understand. Like, it's hard for 4 guys to work in a bushel basket. You know, I mean, that's what we're doing. We're all working in a bushel basket. So some people, like, you have to stand back at certain times, unless you want to eat sparks or get your eyes burned out. So it's basically, you have to take your turn when you're working on something like this. And it's going to be ridiculous turn. Well, you know what? We're going to have to get inside to do the inside ones just to make it easier. So we'll do the outside ones first. We'll turn. What's going to happen is this is the distance, the way that you generally want to keep. Okay. And when you're doing it, you put it right where you want to weld it.
Yep.
I want to weld this piece of metal together with this piece of metal together. So I'm going to put the wire right there.
Okay.
I'm going to pull the trigger for 1, 2, let off.
Yep.
And you'll have one spot of weld, and that's really all you want to. That's all you have. How you want to weld this truck up. Just one tack at a time.
So when you put your first tack like right there.
What I would do is put it where it's tight first. You know what I'm saying? So we get in there. To be honest with you, I'd probably tack it right on the corners because that's where it.
Okay. So be like there.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. How about I do this?
Okay.
You do the welding. I'll hold it in place for you.
I won't burn you or anything?
Well, you might. It doesn't matter to me.
I'll be really sorry if I do. How about that?
I'm big, fat, and tough, bud.
All right.
I'm big, fat, and tough. All right, let's put this in there. What we're gonna do, I want to get them both together. I like this one here first. I like this one here, and then we'll do this. Pull this side out. So let's weld this. Let's weld this corner first. And I would hope that you would want to make that decision on your own. See this corner, right? See this corner?
Okay.
Right where that metal is.
Yep.
I want you to put your wire right there where it welds together.
Right there.
Pull your trigger, bud. Good.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Now we're gonna pull this piece out to match. Now, put your trigger. Yep. Is she tight there? You know, you don't want to weld it unless it's tight. If you know what I'm saying. Like, is that metal's
Take
tight?
that off.
No. This is what we'll do. We'll just bend it.
Yep.
Should have a little pair of shears here. We'll just bend it. And then you take that in there. And I want you to weld it where you see it. Can you see where your wire is? You hold your wire there. All right, go for it. Just a minute. I'll pull it out so it hits. I want you to weld right there.
Okay.
When you get ready, you do.
Yep.
Yep. All right, cool. You didn't weld her where we asked, but you got her.
Okay.
Okay, Sid. Okay. All right, I want you to weld it right there.
All right.
Get your hand there. See if you can get your other hand to help you steady yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll. Yep.
Right there.
Yep. Good. A little too close.
Okay.
You're gonna have to. You got that welded. You did. You welded that. Let's
Okay.
go over this side. Switch sides with you.
All right.
And I guess the basics of this would just make sure it's tight before you weld it. So you're welding this piece right across this piece.
Okay.
I would aim this like more like that.
Okay.
Can you see the wire still?
Yep.
Good. Go for it. Good. Awesome.
Sweet.
That's what you want right there, bye.
All right.
All right, let's do another one right, maybe right.
Would that be
There.
enough sticking out or that?
Just give her a little touch. Just okay.
Oh.
Right there. Go for it. Oh. Good.
Got it
Just a
right
second. Let's take your thing. Put it over here a little bit. See?
Okay.
Watch your eyes.
Yep.
Okay. Now you're on. Now what you do is you have your hammer.
Okay.
This can be straightened out with this. Right?
Yep.
If you can get a weld, hold that right
Right on there.
there.
Yep. I can do
Let's
that.
do one on that side, one on that side. Hey. All right, good. Just a second.
Yep.
Try to get your hand comfortable instead of holding it like this. You know what I mean?
Bent
Try.
down so
Yeah.
much. That's my problem.
Okay, come on over this side.
Yeah.
Let's go over this side.
Okay.
Over this side.
Yep.
And then put one on the other side of this. On that. There you go. Right where you're gonna weld.
What do I do there? Where?
Just a minute now.
You know, do I bend it again or?
Yep, just bend it again.
Cool.
I'll have to get you a cut off tool, but you want that on the metal. You probably didn't get to ground it because it's the rusty metal, but let's put it there.
Okay.
Nope, you want to get on right with the edge. There you go.
I think I missed.
Now you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, you got her. Let's get a weld. I want to get a hammer for a second. That's why I always carry a body hammer around. Chucky's only one hammer. Everybody got it. There. comes in,
Okay.
where you can tap. See how that's way there a little bit?
Yeah.
I want you to weld one on the side here. You got one there. Let's weld one there. Let's hold it in so it's tight.
Cool.
Just a little bit. There you go.
Right there?
Yep. Good. Good job. Just slow down a little bit and try to make sure you're trying to get them to look nice. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You can do one on that corner and one on that corner.
Perfect.
Good. Go to the other side. Go to the other side. You want to go to the other side? See, okay, good. You got her.
Perfect.
Let's throw one right there and one right there, and then call it a day. And I'll cut that off and maybe you just make sure back window happy. Yes, sir. If one thing 2020 is, so that's fine, we'll go with that.
Okay.
One thing 2020 is teaching us is patience,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Sure.
So, patience.
How much there?
I'm gonna cut this off, make it look like something. Watch your eyeballs there. Well done, Vicky. Right on. So now, Chuck's turn. Chuck, can you weld?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Just one spot at a time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And try to keep them, you know, if you put one on that side, put one on the other side, in the same spot. You know, so
Okay.
it just makes it look better, right? It's almost like, what can I say? If you're coloring a picture, color it all one way, you know? If you know what I mean, the best colors are the one to go, sort of thing. That's all I'm thinking.
More fun outside the lines, though.
The neater, but the neater the job. I mean, anytime anybody comes and looks at your stuff, the better, you know, the better you'll be happy with it. You want a hand hold anything, Chuck? You want Brian to hold it while you weld it?
No, I'm good.
Okay, man, cool. Do you have more pieces to weld in?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
two up here.
Right on. So what we'll do, we'll pop the door open.
Okay.
And we can get it back.
Okay.
And we'll wait till Chuck's done there. Cool. Yeah, I'm liking this. Well, I get a break today. How's it looking, Chuck? Beautiful. Hold down on one side. I want just to place them two together, just like that. We'll bring it down for you.
No.
Ah! You want me to pull down while you weld?
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Might be hot. Might be a little warm, but. Let's go. Oh, go for it. Just a second, Jeff. Yep. I don't want to get by you no more. I try to, instead of holding it like that, just try to hold more on that part. Good. You might want to tack these together with a hammer. Here's a hammer if you want to get it tighter anywheres. If it has to be tighter, that can roll down. It'll take to me. You might want to tack that in there, and then you can hold that window as you hit it with a hammer. You know what I mean? You better be. You liking this shit?
Oh, man, so.
All right. I don't know.
Yeah, I kicked it inside that rail.
You can turn around and give it to her. Ryan's truck's coming back together.
I'm blown away. Yeah, that's cool.
Man, listen,
Yeah,
I've been blown away and happy with it. I'm just as happy as you can imagine.
Well, I've had that for 8 years, so it's been 8 years of not looking like that. That's cool.
I'm happy for you.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate
8
it.
years he's been playing with this thing, you know. He's got a bunch of money in the motor and the chassis and that
Yeah.
sort of stuff. And
Body work, I'm not good at it.
we'll just take the feather wheel instead of zip cutting it. Well, if you zip cut, you might get too much. If you just took the flapper wheel, then you can, that wheel right there, then you can really adjust it better. I cut that one off because it had a little more meat, I thought, but that one there, I flapper wheeled off. It's very easy to chew it too far. Let's get the corner of that. It probably won't walk very easy, it'll clean. Get the corner of that. And then you get spotted on the lip, have you? Yeah. Cool. Then just take the flap wheel, just knock the heads of it off. I looked at Jolene this morning, I grabbed a shirt. I grabbed this shirt exactly. I said, geez, this is not a work shirt, is it? And I turned around. Yeah, it's a work shirt. Yeah, it's a work shirt. But this is what we'll be doing, like, you know, this is what we'll be doing today. Trying to get it.
All you got. That is the big thing. All them little pieces have to be finished. You have to be finished. I'll show you something here in a minute.
Come over and look at this. This is stuff I like talking about. A lot of people, you know, think that you got to butt weld all the time. You got to butt weld all the time. Well, that seam there, yes, we are going to butt weld that on, and yes, it will be butt welded. But just think of the work that has to be done on the inside to make that look nice. You know, if you overlapped it, let's see you can see the overlap on the bottom of the window. You would never tell if that was held tight and welded and then seam sealed. There's a flat lip on the bottom. You would never tell if that was, you know, seam sealed. Even on the roof, as the roof has been, we laid pieces in there. We did what we had to do to get it done. As the pieces are laid on there, how easy would it come in there, clean that off with a feather wheel, rough it up, and take a squeegee of glass and go and be done with it. If you butt welded it, you got to go in there, you got to grind it off, and then you have to fill up to get that. That there, you can put the fill in it, and it will cover it. It's just kind of the pros and cons of butt welding and not butt welding, and that's one of them. You have to get on the inside and clean it. For this one here, we're probably going to end up taking the piece from the corner, pulling it out, and then putting it over top of the butt weld, just like I'm going to do right here. That's probably what we're going to do here. Put that over top of the butt weld so you can't see it. So you take that off. See, that one's down on that side, but we don't like where it's welded and have to do the work. We might as well just stick one of these back in it and hide it.
That works for me.
Yeah. So it works for him. Listen, that's the kind of guy I work for. Listen, I wouldn't want nothing but less. Anyways, who's next? Lloyd, I think you're going to go in order there, maybe, or Lloyd, you want to go next? Or you have to get inside to get it.
Oh, we're gonna get this big body in there.
We'll cut a door open.
Okay, that's
Because we're together now, so someone can grab the zip cut, and we can cut this door open. I think we can. Sure we can. There's no reason why we can't. We'll shut the welder off until we get situated. We'll cut a door open. And we'll leave the weld there because we'll probably weld it back shut. I'm not sure. We got to tilt this door in. As you can tell on this side, this door is sticking out a little bit. And yeah. So what we got to do is, to get this door fit right, we got to come in here with the grinder, cut this side, lay it in a little bit, and then weld it. And that's called fitment, and that's the things you have to stand back and take a look at. If you don't stand back and take a look at it and judge it, you'll probably end up going wrong somewhere, right? Just not paying attention, but yeah, it should be laid in a little bit. Anyways, we're going to knock it open because there's some pieces on the inside that have to be replaced. There you go, Dickie.
Look at that. I've never had one before.
You've never had the door open before?
Not really. Look at that.
You wanna go in there first?
I wanted the door
See if
open.
she fits.
We made some drip rail molding last night before we went in, and we just stuck it up in there because we just wanted to replace it. He was thinking about cutting it all off, but I said when you cut it all off, you have to be prepared to weld the roof skin back to the inside skin to hold on, right? Because once you cut it off, that's where it's spot welded together. So we just stuck a little bit of a drip rail in there, and we just bent it over the rod there, bent a 90 on it first, bent over the rod and hammered it down, squished a pair of vice grips. But right now I can see it's got a pretty nice finish in there. We can tack that up in there, and then we need to fix this piece here too. All these pieces have to be fixed. Now this is going to have to be welded together. This is going to all have to be welded together. There's so many things. And the better that you come at with a coat hanger to fixing that sort of stuff, the better you become welding with it, the faster and the easier it will be. You might have to take the flapper wheel and clean up on either side of that. You won't get no weld going on.
Yeah.
So you're more than welcome to take that flapper wheel, try to get in that truck, and flapper wheel it. Or I can do that for you. Want to pass me the flapper wheel there, Chuck? Please, I think it's somewhere there. Pass it to the back window. I'll clean it off for you. You can weld it out there. I'll leave it in here because you're going to use it. Alrighty. Cool. You want anybody to hold the piece on for you, Lloyd? You got it.
Pair of vice grips. I left it long enough so that somebody can hold it.
Surprise! You get it in there and get it fit. Maybe it'll help you. Yeah, sure you will. I know you will. You want a pair of vice grips, Lloyd?
Yeah.
Oh, look at you
got
go.
it.
That's like a,
Damn near fabrication.
yeah, I'll get you to sign it so I can always think of you. Thank you.
Sentimental guy, ain't he?
We won't, but we'll say we did.
We were down the thing, we showed him the boat motors that we've been collecting, and he said he's got a whole bunch of them. Wow.
Oh yeah, baby.
Let's do this.
Yep.
Let that go?
Yeah.
Put it where you want it?
Oh, I see what you're, yeah, that makes way more sense.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Yep. Right, yep. Yep.
Say when.
Yep.
You can take it off if you want to.
Now we just need that flat top screwdriver.
Yep. You can take it off when you want, like, if you want to, right? You know, play with it until you get it fitting, right? There's no
Yeah.
sense putting it on if it's not fitting, right? I've done it before. I've done that before. And these top of these doors, you know what? We should cut them out and use the top of the door over there. You know what I mean? Put the right piece. If you don't, get going. Yeah, we're gonna cut the doors up because that doesn't. You know, the top of the door. We should have.
Well, it's because it's like,
Nothing welder.
piece.
Turn her on.
There goes her.
Need to hold anything, Lloyd?
I think it's better if I hold it myself.
Here we go, brother. Are you sure? Want me to hold it?
No, I just hit the trigger.
I'll get a pair of cutters, so cut that off, make it easier. Come on, Al. Come on, Chad, come on.
Good feller. That Chad Hilt's good feller. Like him a lot.
I don't got much good tools, really. I use them up quite rough. Holy.
Dude,
What was that for?
that was for right there.
Go ahead.
Oh, we're
Are you serious?
Oh my
Make
God.
Another one? No, it's not gonna fit. You made it too small.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Rock.
Okay.
You want me to make another one?
It's good practice for you. I thought it was just a piece of scrap sitting on top. Okay, Ryan, if it's scrap, it goes to the floor.
How you making it? What do you hand?
No, I'm good there, I think.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's, man, listen, I wouldn't hold that at all. Weld that in there. Or I'll hold it.
Oh, just right.
Yeah, I got you. I'll tell you what. How about you weld that there first, and then we'll push that in. Because as soon as I push that in, watch the top go in. That's perfect there. Let's tack it up top.
On which side? This side?
Either side you want, it's good. I'll tell you what. If you push that in, it'll be harder to get that pulled out than when you push it in.
Yeah, I think I just pushed it.
Okay, let's do the other side. Let's tack it in the other side. Tack it directly across from that side. Try to keep it neat.
That's okay.
Good. Good.
I burned
Oh,
the
yeah.
hole, so-
Okay. Good. Hey, but how about that? You like that? You get it? You good boy. You fixed it. We should probably turn that welder down a little bit. I got the pie for myself. Whoa, you're on something. You're on the trigger.
Oh, so yeah.
Atta boy. Oh, sorry about
You
it.
didn't get it on film, did you? Cut the commercial.
All right, we're gonna turn the heat down for you a little bit so you're not burning through anything.
Cutters.
Sorry, I went and got another.
I owe you $50 worth of wire now.
That don't mean nothing. I can't even see. They've got cutters on it?
No.
Oh! I thought they had cutters on it.
No.
Okay, just a minute, I'll bring it back. Took them green with that cutter there. You don't need what I need? I need pliers.
There you
Yeah, once you. What I usually do is I usually go for the weld the tightest place on first.
Yeah.
Right? We got a little shy. We're gonna have to rebend it a little bit right here, but that's fine. You know, me's a little shy going in. We'll have to. That's fine. You got that wire ready? It's nice on that side. Go on this side, right there. Beautiful. Oh, the trigger. Just a second. Hold up. This is gonna be quicker. Let's get the wire. Let's get the wire exactly where you're gonna weld, and then we'll go over it. Get your wire held exactly where you want it. Now you're ready. Pull your helmet down. Pull your helmet down. Weld. Good. Good enough. Yeah. Let's do one on the other side.
I gotta get up. I thought sitting down would be better. My knees, but
No, not working out so good for you?
no, just too far away.
Not comfortable either.
No.
I got you. Let's weld one on this side. Put the wire where you want it, and then weld it. Good. What I would do, have a hammer with you, weld it. Let's try to keep the same spacing.
There is a hammer right there.
That's fine. Let's keep the same spacing. So you got that there, and there. Let's keep the same spacing at the beginning. Ready? Yep. Good. Cool. Let's go on the other side. Second. That's good. You should be fine. Put your wire there. I'll push in on it. Put your wire where you want to be, and then weld it. Good. Awesome. Now, get one there, one there. One there, one there. We'll do the corner, and then fix this. Right. Get your wire where you want it. Yeah. Then weld. That sounded good. That sounded really good. All right. You can see how I pull that, when I pull that down, how that comes tight? What? So we're going to weld it there, and then we're going to weld it there. You've already got a little hole there, but you're going to go ahead and weld that. Put your wire right there before you start. Your wire right where you're just going to weld. Go for it. Good. Awesome. Let's do one on this side. Pull down a little bit. I want you to weld that right there. Yeah, go for it. Good, good. Go through. Now, let's reshape this. Okay. No, you didn't get it. You didn't get it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Good. Now. Yep, you didn't get it? Okay, weld it again. Well, put the wire right there between those two. And then you got it.
Put that in there.
Try it again.
Bubbling.
Okay, good. That's fine. I'll tell you what happens. This is what happens. If you got something that looks like shit, you take the grinder and grind that out. You never see that. When I grind that out, if I wanted it off there, you would never see it again.
Yeah.
Let's get a pair of vice grips and get that clamped together there, right? Let's get a weld right. Excuse me.
We can fit this window together. I know we like to, but.
Oh, yeah, right there. That's perfect.
My piece, didn't you?
It was on the roof.
It was on the roof beside the other piece that I made.
Whoops.
Looks good, sounds good. Beautiful. On that side, and then you on the other side. Ready? Take a look and just show the people at home, show them how the front foot, go across the angles of it. And on the front of the can, and how good it looks across there. You know, it looks pretty, it looks really nice across there. I mean, and just another thing too, if you chop it apart and you think it's ruined, it's not. You just have to add some more metal, or just take a little bit more time to put it back straight again, you know? And that's all with the eye. And if it looks crooked to you, it looks crooked to me. How you feeling now? Good. That's what cut off.
Nervous as a kid on a tin roof. It looks good.
Yeah. Let's put one right there. Try to even that out. We'll put one right there. Okay, let's try that. The weld. Get your hand, hold still, get it wire right where you want it. Sounds good. At least you stick with it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's one thing I do like. That's good. Now we'll just give you a zip cut. There's a zip cut right there. We'll turn the welder off. Whose turn is it now? Ryan's turn again?
Well,
What do you mean, well?
well, truck stole
Well,
my piece.
okay.
I'm a piece dealer.
Fucking piece dealer over here.
I don't take markers, I take parts.
There you go.
So I can get in there and I'll weld my piece
Okay,
in.
cool. So we got this piece put in. We've got that looks good. We've got this little piece put in. We've got two pieces put in the front. This little piece down the front of the window had to be done. The piece in the back side is done. And we're honky tonking. Cut her off, man. Beautiful. There you go. We'll give you the flapper wheel. Here's the flapper. Where's the flapper wheel? Right there. Not done yet, mister. Flapper wheel. And just stuff off the top of the welds. Try to stay away from that. We'll flapper wheel the front from there. Flapper wheel the head and the wall off.
We'd like to start a college, wouldn't we, baby? Where we have the youth come in that feel like they're probably better with their hands than they are communicating. And there's a lot of people out there like that. And what a place to be would be here, you know. Give them something to do. When you make something with your hands, you can make yourself so happy. And if people don't understand that, they've never tried it, you know. And I've been lucky enough to find it and have a passion for it. And I've had a few people in my life to take time and show me that making something is fun to do. That's exactly it. But it'd be nice to, you know, have some yous really learn or, you know, take what they can from the people that have learned a little bit. You know. You can see how much fun they're having, and this is not their regular jobs. You know, they just come here to help Ryan on his truck. They're having, listen, they're having clam in high water. You know, it's time to play and have fun.
Me too.
It would be nice, you know, to have a parent club that would be like that, you know, work together. It's just sometimes when you get a bunch of people together, sometimes it just don't click, right? Everybody has a different opinion or a different thought. And that's why it's, you know, hard to do.
I can do that on my end, you know.
You're winning.
That's great.
But he'll have his truck put back together when he goes home. It'll all be tacked together, and he'll be able to say he welded on it, played on it, Chuck he welded on it, Lloyd welded on it.
Yeah, we'll bring it back to your show. It'll be
There you go. Bring it back to the Rockabilly show.
Welder.
Yeah, while they're on.
I didn't have to do nothing today. This is good. Just weld up all the little pieces. I can show you how I made the drip rail molding. There's a piece right behind you there, that 90 there. And that's all the stuff that you see, or all the stuff that's got to be done when you chop a vehicle. That's all the stuff you do. So it's easy to chop it off and make it look like something, but it's all the pieces that you got to make to take place of what you've done. This piece here, how we made the drip rail molding, you see that we made some drip rail molding on the top of the cab. We just did this. It was pretty basic. If you're not thinking about it, I guess it wouldn't be basic, would it? Put a piece of round rod. Use the broad hammer.
Well, no, I want to show my drill bits. You know, but I won't pass the safety inspection.
When we're tacking that stuff up, try to take this and here and bang all this. That's what it did. So what I'm saying is, see how it's rounding that off? You can cut it any height that you want. I guess basically is, if you want a smaller one or a tighter one, it all depends on what piece of round bar you want to use. That's basically it. Just kept rounding it off, shoved it up underneath here. Shoved it up underneath here. Took a piece of pliers like this. No, actually I didn't take these pliers. Then I just take it and I can squish it to the size that I want. And we did it quickly. Also, when you're tacking that stuff up, try to keep all your tacks sort of the same. You know what I mean? Just looks better.
Yeah.
You know, one side, try to keep it on the other side. You try to keep them all over the place well. Yeah. And that's the only reason it does not look as good. Doesn't mean it's not right. It just means it doesn't look as good, I find. And that's just me trying to do a better job. Basically it. Anyway, all in a handbag. So we'll be done with this today. We'll have all the pieces welded in it. It will not be continuously welded, but we'll have all the pieces in it. It'll all be tacked together. Ryan will be able to open and shut the doors. He'll be able to put it back on the cab of his truck.
and he can go from there. He can either weld it all up, he can leave it like it is, he can do anything he pleases with it.
The roof is a little, I find it might be a little bit high.
But I'd rather high than low. And basically that's about it. I'd rather high than low.
I guess you're good at chocolate.
Nope.
No?
It's actually fun to get that. Go for
I'd rather just let him rock and roll, you know. How long is the video now?
An hour and 6.
Yeah. Well, we'll just keep cruising, I guess. If you want to film it, you want to film it. But what everybody's doing is we're welded all back together. Like this stuff is got to be done. You know, we can't leave a hole there. I mean, it's got to be done. If it's not welded up or a piece put in it, then it's not completed yet. You know, this stuff can be welded and clean. But Chucky's inside. We're not going to spray him the sparks. We'll get that. You know, we'll do that. But we got the front piece tied together. It's tying the back part together. And that's what has to be done. Every little piece be made one little piece at a time. And that's basically what has to be done. There was so much more. There you go. Like and share and comment. When you comment, there's no sense being rude. There's no sense being rude. You wouldn't teach your kids that, I wouldn't think. But you know, we're just normal people trying to weld up a truck that someone wants to enjoy. That he's visioned everything. The frame's painted, the motor's done. He knows exactly what he wants to look like. He's just never done it and been able to have the chance to do it. He's here today. We're all going for it, having fun. And what happens is, if you throw shitty comments out there, it stops somebody, it stops some people from doing what they want. You know, as you do that, you shouldn't do that because, you know, you shouldn't do that. Because you never know what that person could have or should have done because they were bullied and thinking that they couldn't do it or felt funny about themselves because someone is saying something. And it's not good, you know, when you're destroying somebody's thoughts with your bad thoughts, right? You know what I'm saying? And also, this is the true meaning of hot rodding, is getting a bunch of fellers together and putting something together that you can drive or have fun with. That's hot rodding. We build dream cars, but right now I'm hot rodding. Have a good one, everybody. Like, share, comment, and be a good person. Why not? Why take someone down? Have a good one.